Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We have a big video for y'all today. Today we're going to be debunking what exactly happened Tuesday night. What exactly happened with all these lies, these rumors, all this shit. Let's jump into it, boys. Let's jump into it. The very first thing we're going to talk about was Slowel on low boost? Was he really on low boost? Well, let's consult the experts. Right here, Slowel is claiming that he had 35 PSI racing these cars. Then, right here, Slowel is claiming that he went to a dyno tune the day before we raced because his normal tune was already revised. It was already finished. This dyno tune was to work on his kill file. He called it a kill file, not me. So this bullshit that Slowel was only 400 something wheel horsepower, not pushing it, is a fucking lie. Ask yourself this. Get the hate out of your head. Get the bias, whether you like Volkswagens or Corvettes, whatever. Be honest with yourselves. What are the fucking odds that this kid who's lost to me over 10 times on 3 different occasions pulls up to a race not prepared? That's fucking fantasy. I have audios, which I'm going to play right here.
¿Me entiendes? Yo contigo no voy a, ¿sabes? No quiero correr más nada porque yo sé que tu carro está rápido y no me interesa correr contigo porque no quiero salir en video más perdiendo.
Of him fucking verbally saying that he doesn't want to lose on camera again. And you're fucking telling me this dude came onto the race unprepared? That he wasn't running his maxed out boost? That he wasn't running his maxed out car? You think that? Is that logical? You think this dude who fucking hates losing to me, who is a 55-year-old grown-ass man who had nothing going for him besides a fast GTI, you think he wanted to lose again on camera? You're telling me this motherfucker wasn't prepared? That's straight up bias. That's straight up hate. Let's be real. We're going to break down the psychology of the race. We're going to be breaking down multiple points. Let's get to it, boys. Let's get to it. So before we do a nifty camera switch and get started on our drive, and let's talk about one thing that these motherfuckers can't get off their head. And that one thing is that this dude is still claiming I'm running Nitrous. Fucking Nitrous, dude. The dude actually has a video of going through my entire car. He popped the hood. He videoed the entire hood. He popped my hatch or my trunk, however way you want to view it. He popped it, looked underneath, looked fucking everywhere for a bottle, and found none. He even said on his video that there is no nitrous on the Corvette. But now he's backpedaling, saying the nitrous was hidden underneath the intake manifold. That makes no fucking sense, dude. You would see a bottle. There's no way to hide it. This isn't Fast and the Furious where we're hiding the bottle underneath the seats type shit. Shut the fuck up. Slowel is coming up with excuses because his ego can't take it. The psychology of a 50-something-year-old man who invested all his money into a GTI has literally nothing going for him. Not a career, not family, nothing going for him. And I actually feel sorry for the lad. I don't mean hate towards him. But when you start fucking talking shit and spreading lies and rumors, all gloves come off. All gloves come off. His ego can't take that he dumped all the money into his fucking depreciating asset only to still lose to me, dude. Y'all don't know the amount of fucking bullshit he spread throughout the races. Y'all don't even know. But we're going to cover it step by step by step. Right now, we can debunk the nitrous like that, dude. There is no nitrous on the car. He took a video of the entire car. As a matter of fact, he has a lot of videos that he refused to share with y'all. The only reason he uploaded videos from his perspective was because I forced him. I asked for him. I could show text messages right here. Upload the videos of your runs. He refused to share them, dude. He didn't want those videos to be released. I actually still don't even have them from him, dude. I had to fucking screen record his Facebook post to get the videos, dude. The next thing I hear by fucking worst of all, Shaw, dude, or however the fuck you say his name, Shad, whatever the fuck, which that dude was on my side not that long ago. We can have the proof here. But now that dude has completely turned tables. He went from talking shit to Slowel to now he's like, hey, this guy's bullshitting. This guy has to have heads. The beautiful thing about heads is that you could actually see them. If you pop the hood, you could see aftermarket heads right underneath the manifold. You could actually see it. You could physically fucking see it, dude. And so we're going to put a screen recording of my motor. I want y'all to fucking tell me where these mystical heads are. I'll wait. I'll fucking wait, dude. I'll wait. And then he's telling me that he's consulting LS experts. LS, dude, the LS hasn't been around since fucking 2013, dude. This isn't an LS car, bro. Your experts, man, are in my tuner. They are in my mechanic. There is no aftermarket heads, dude. It's literally intake, exhaust, fucking baby cam, dude. It's not a big boy cam. Big boy cam requires high ramps. They require fucking aftermarket heads. They require so much airflow, and they're not reliable, dude. Because you're revving to 8 grand. I only rev to 72. So this can be debunked like that. Let's move on to the final debunctions. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started on our drive. So first things first. First things first. How did things get so intense? Well, you see, Slowel doesn't like losing races. Slowel, once upon a time, was just a 93 octane Vortex XL. And when he was 93, he lost a race. He didn't like losing that race, so not even one day later, Slowel puts an E85 mix into the car. Once he put an E85 mix into the car, he ran me again. But this time he was so confident that he would win that when he lost, he freaked the fuck out on social media. And when he freaked the fuck out, a lot of people didn't side with him. Shit, I couldn't see that was dark. A lot of people sided with him. And I get it. It's a Volkswagen group. But let's not forget who was the daddy of Volkswagen before any of y'all. Man, I was beating V8s before most of y'all were even on the scene, man. And I'm not new to having fucking controversial runs. When you do shit that's impressive, man, you're always gonna have controversy. That's just the way things are, man. And especially when people put their limiting beliefs on you. You know, consulting so-called experts that couldn't do it themselves, so they say it's impossible. Which is quite remarkable, because nothing's impossible until it's done, right? And so when I beat Slowel on that mix, he cried like a little girl. And he blocked me for a long time. But then he got MPI. And when Slowel got MPI, he became cocky, man. He started taking down cars that he couldn't before. Which props to you. MPI, they do a big boost. MPI full E85, they do quite good. So he got cocky. And he was like, you know what? I'm probably fast enough to beat that yellow vet now. Except when he ran the yellow vet, he realized, oh shit, I still can't beat him. So naturally, given his lack of accomplishment in life, he has to find a way to cope with it. And so his way to cope with it was by basically calling me a liar, basically saying that the only reason I beat him is because I'm sandbagging my mods, I'm spraying nitrous, I have aftermarket heads, I'm this 650 wheel horsepower fucking monster, dude. And that is partially my fault because I did claim 650 wheel. And the reason why I claimed that is because my car, it pushes 580 wheel horsepower STD on a conservative ass dyno. So I'm like, you know what? Let's say it's 650. Why not? It sounds like a cool number. But to be fair, the true fucking the true power rate dyno was only 580. 580. Ooh, I'm fucking flying. And so Slowel, instead of being honest with his modifications, he's taking it as, oh, I was so close to a 650 horsepower fucking machine, man. I'm the man. When the sad part is, what do you consider close? To me, dude, I've always been under the impression that winning is winning, whether it's by an inch or a mile. It's like this dude watched a little too much Paul Walker, and he was telling Vin Diesel, oh, I almost had you. Except in this case, it wasn't fucking close. And we're going to add the runs at the end. I know a lot of people are saying that I edited the runs, that I zoomed out, because I get it. It's a Volkswagen fan group, dude. Of course you're going to want to see the mighty V8 lose. I get it, dude. I was one of y'all. As a matter of fact, I still am one of y'all. I still own the fucking GTI. But we got to be objective here. A lot of people have subjective views, and that's nice and all, but we have to be objective here. And the objective facts is that once we analyze the run together, you're going to see it was not this close-ass run as everyone thinks it was. With that being said, though, you know, we're going to consult a lot of experts here and see if the results made sense. A lot of people are claiming the results make no sense. Either Slowel is slow, or I'm fucking doing something that makes no sense. But first things first, we're gonna cover was the Corvette maxed out. Last time I checked, there is no high ram, there is no aftermarket heads, and there is no massive weight reduction. As a matter of fact, there is zero weight reduction in the Corvette. I still have my full ass seats, and I have the 3LT package. 3LT package includes heads-up display, premium sound system, fucking comfortable ass fucking cooled and heated seats, heads-up display, the whole lot. It adds a whole lot of weight into the car. And I never once took anything out because I don't need to beat Slowel. I don't need to gut my car, dude. I like my car looking fucking nice, dude. And nice it does. If you were to look at the interior of Slowel, I'm sorry to say, but that is no longer nice. And then there's people obviously sandbagging that, saying, well, in my day, it was just called the seat, the leak kit, or whatever the fuck this dude fucking started posting about. Yeah, right, mate. Yeah, right. Light ass wheels, fucking no seats in the back, gutter hatch. That isn't fucking just minor weight reduction. That's hundreds of pounds. Take it from me, dude. I had one of the lightest fucking GTIs, and I still do, sitting on my driveway. The seats can fucking easily add 100 pounds of weight. You reduce sprung weight, like light wheels, dude, that'll do so much more than you think it does. And then you take the fact that the Corvette, you know, it doesn't have any weight reduction. I mean, it isn't by any means a maxed out Corvette, man. It by no means is a maxed out Corvette. It's actually rather impressive how well it did against a gear-based turbocharger fucking Mark 7 GTI on a kill tune. In my book, that's a little bit more impressive. An NAVA being able to do that. Let me know what kind of NAVAs can do that, because I have yet to see that. That kind of change, that kind of capability from a natural aspirated motor is quite impressive in my book. But then we move on to let's move on to another side of the story. We're gonna read the comments together, and we're gonna take it from there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in time to check out the comments. Let's check out the comments on the platform, shall we? All right, so we open up the comments. Let's check them out. To be honest, that's sad as fuck. The vet didn't leave him sooner. Excellent question. We're going to be counting down exactly how many seconds it took to be a car ahead. Great comment, yeah? A bolt-on small cam L21 makes 500 wheel? Oh, really? Oh, really now? Only 50 horsepower to be gained from a cam. Okay. All right. All right. Lightweight, high horsepower, rear-wheel drive. Lightweight? Damn, dude. My look, I'm not going to say I'm a Hellcat weight, but my shit isn't light in my book. Joel is light. In my book, I'm not that light. At the end of the day, it's a Volkswagen Golf. Yeah, well, a Volkswagen Golf, in my opinion, is the very best hot hatch money can buy. I rate it above the Golf R, and I rate it above all the other hot hatches that exist in the market. Pound for pound, it could gain the most horsepower out of any hot hatch I've seen, and that's why I have one sitting on my driveway. So, saying it's just a Golf, well, it's just a C7 Stingray, right? Excellent meme. He claims 470 wheel horsepower. If that's true, it's definitely not max effort. Yeah, like I said, we've already debunked that. Absolute bullshit. And don't worry, we will consult the experts here in a minute. And I mean true experts, yeah? What else? I put the dyno. Checking out the comments. So let's see if he wants to run tonight. I'm going to bring a 360 camera. The dude already said he was going to bring a camera before we ran him again. And he wouldn't even share the videos with me until I called him out. So me running him again, I told him, put $3,000. Win or lose, you have to pay up. If I win, you give me $3,000. If I lose, I give you $3,000. And then he said no. Screenshots of that.
Ahí sabe, yo tengo dinero. Todo el mundo sabe por ahí que yo no apuesto ni $10. Yo no le meto ni $5. Esa es mi religión, ¿entiendes? Yo soy religioso. ¿Sabes? Mi religión no permite apuestas.
So no, I'm not going to just race you again so you get your footage and not share it with me. And you haven't done anything different to the car, so there's literally no incentive to race you again, for you to talk shit, come up with excuses, and then post it in a Volkswagen only group. So people are like, oh, there's the C7 Stingray picking on the little guy again. The little guy, right? I mean, good lord. What else? And it's crazy that V8 owners are in a MQB group talking shit about economy cars. Not economy cars, that's the best hot hatch money can buy. Economy car is like a Toyota Camry. If I was talking shit about Toyota Camrys, you got it, buddy. And barely losing to big power V8. Don't worry. We're gonna make sure that you're right about that, bud. And keep in mind, this guy took time out of his day to make a whole account post. This is the same account I have. I don't know where this multiple bot account is. This is still the same account I've been having. So again, more misinformation being spread, more lies, and took time out of my day. Dude, I got time. I'm a 27-year-old fucking successful dude. I got time. I got time to spend, man. So, you know, unopened motor. Yeah, well, when you have a gear-based turbocharger that's twice the size as stock, you know, I think it is apples to apples, right? You beat a 4-cylinder Ego, feel better, race a power level Golf R, you know, and then I told him to tag some. Now he's, you know, talking about Sporty Mark 7. The dude who was asking me for advice back in the day, what is this shit? What is this shit? And then this dude is fucking trying to argue with another Corvette owner that the Sporty Mark 7 will beat any Corvette on this planet. So it'll beat those 2,000 horsepower Corvettes you see in Texas 2K. It'll beat those. Smart man. My lord, dude. My lord. What else? This dude fucking gets it. He thinks Joel is the king of the kings, man. Ridiculous. Then he's trying to say whoever invests more money. Actually, maxed out, the Corvette will beat any maxed out Golf. But I get it. Let's keep looking. Not much more in this comment. Again, I'm in the third or fourth largest state in Texas. Where's these other cars? I tried to race a build motor one, and I've been trying to race this dude. Oh, something's always wrong with this car, man. I can't force the races, dude. One thing we can say about Slowel is that he's the only motherfucker who actually races. I don't see the other ones. I'd love to see the other ones, but I don't see the other ones. Then this dude's talking about how he doesn't care about straight line speed. The Corvette, ladies and gentlemen, the Corvette, this fucking car wasn't built for straight line speed. This car was not built for straight line speed. This shit was built to go around a track. You take the fastest GTI, which is a Club Sport S, and compare it to my car around a track, It is no fucking comparison, dude. So around curves, around a track, dude, that's not a good argument to make for the GTI guys. That's not a good argument, buddy. Go play with the cars, your class. This dude's beating cammed fucking SS's. He's beating Hellcats. He's beating fucking Z06s. He is in my class. In straight line speed, he is in my class. So I'm not picking on just a 2-liter fucking turbo, right? I'm patting myself on the back for beating a spicy economy car. A new Mark A Golf R costs more than a C7 Stingray. So it's not an economy car. A $40,000 to $50,000 car isn't economy in my book. Now, you know, patting myself on my back for beating Joel, you know what? You might be right about that. I do take great satisfaction beating Joel. It's fucking fun. Let's be real. A max effort IS-38 walks Hellcats. Is that right, dude? And then he goes to talk about fucking Al. Picosito GTI. The same dude I beat the fuck out of a long time ago in my GTI. I put fucking city districts between him, dude. I embarrassed his fucking car, bro. That's the same guy that you're fucking boasting about? Get the fuck out of here, dude. What the fuck? Man, and again, everyone's saying a sealed motor versus your VA, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, I don't need it. I could keep a sealed motor too. Let me put in some twin turbos or a supercharger. And let's run it back. Again, this sealed motor bullshit, when you have a gear-based turbocharger twice as high as stock, that isn't, dude, that isn't an argument. That makes no sense, dude. That's retarded. Oh, you're probably in the 6s. So is that GTI, buddy. So is that GTI. I used the fish angle to make it look farther. Don't worry. We're going to cover that in a minute. Don't fucking worry. We're going to zoom in extra for you, right? Mind you, a dedicated sports car against a German commuter car against the best German hot hatch. You got it, buddy. You got it. What else? Here's Slowel saying again, dude, I'm spraying nitrous. I'm spraying fucking nitrous. Buddy, cope harder. You lost, dude. There is no nitrous. You looked for it, dude. Be honest, my son. My goodness, dude. My goodness. Let's consult the experts. All right, let's consult the experts, shall we? Let's consult the experts. So we asked ChatGPT, a non-biased expert, his car versus my car, how would it go 60 to 140? All right, let's see the GTI's pros. The weight, huge pro. The power, at 35 plus PSI, I can include multiple dynos of the owner, not the owner, the creator of the Vortex XL. There's zero chance in fucking hell this dude's in the 400s. That's such a ludicrous lies, man. Power to weight is very important, but dog, stop the cap, bro. It's like saying I'm 650. Stop the cap. And the torque delivery, the gearing is fucking fast. DSG is fast as fuck, boy. And aerodynamics, again, it is a hot hatch. It is limited by arrows. And power, 580. That's no joke. The torque curve is good. The gearing and aerodynamic, superior on the Corvette. We all know this. Traction stability. Massive tires is a big fucking guess. I'm still on street tires. Nothing massive there. Weight is heavy. Manual gearbox, slower versus DSG. It's fair. At 60, the GTI may get a small initial jump due to turbo torque. As a matter of fact, that wasn't too far off. You can see it in the video how the turbo surge really helps. And by 80 to 100, the GTI will be reeling in hard. Actually, exactly what happened in third gear, I was passing him. And then by 110, 120, the aero of the Corvette is going to slowly start fucking just creeping away. Slowly but surely. Going to still creep away and overwhelm the GTI. The estimated outcome, the GTI might barely hang on or lead by a car, 60 to 100. So it was supposed to be close at the beginning. It was supposed to be close, which it always has been sub 100, we've always been like fucking side by side with each other. But once that third gear ends and fourth gear starts and fourth gear gets ramped up, he gets left behind all the time, dude. He got left behind when he was on an E-Mix. He got left behind when he was on 93. And he got left behind now. The same way he loses always happens. He stays side by side because the DSG gearing, I can only shift so fucking fast. But once we're in the true gears, he gets pulled, dude. He gets pulled. Anyways, if the GTI traps over 140, it's a demon and could surprise. He's not trapping 140. If I miss a gear, it's over. Or if I drive slow, it's over. No shit. Manual transmission. The lower the roll, the more chance for the GTI torque to bite early. Makes perfect sense to me. He's on a drag pack. I'm not. By 60 to 140, I should win by 1.5 to 2 cars. Which is curious because that's exactly what we're going to fucking see. We're going to see a decisive win. But it wasn't this fucking 10 car setup that he's exaggerating that I said. All I said is I beat him by cars. I never said I bust him. But I beat him consistently. And as a matter of fact, we never really hit 140. So if we ever do go above 150, 160, what the fuck do you think happens? Bruh. Now let's make some final comments before we finally get down to it, boys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're going to get down to it and analyze the videos straight from the camera. Straight from the camera. No editing whatsoever. We're going to zoom all the way out, zoom all the way in, and see if magically you could add distance between objects to make it seem like it was far. We're going to debunk that right now, boys. So the part you've been waiting for, we're about to get to it. But before that, my final commentary on Joel. I don't mean no hate towards Joel. If I was his age and that was really my life, dude, having a young kid fucking beat the shit out of my car on videos constantly, it would not feel good, man. I hope to never be like him at his age. I have no animosity towards him. I don't have any hate towards him. I understand. I studied psychiatry. I understand, buddy, that taking L's doesn't feel good. I understand that you love your car. I understand that it's very hard to accept the reality of the situation. And that goes to all the Volkswagen fanboys, everybody who wants to see the V8 loose. I get it, man. You know, we have our hot hats and we like to think the sky's the limit on that. And it can be. I did incredible things with the GTI. That's why I still have it. That's why I still love it. Dude, that's why at heart, I'm still a Volkswagen guy. It's such a cute little car, but man, we got to be objective about things and get past the drama and the hate and the bias, and let's be objective with the reality. The reality is Joel has a very nice car. He did better than Juan against a Z06, and Juan is a build motor, but Juan is a manual transmission. DSG is one hell of a mod, buddy. One hell of a mod. Anybody who sleeps on DSG has no idea what the fuck they're talking about. I would argue on Joel's side that he probably has the fastest GTI in Houston. I have yet to see evidence of that against the contrary. I'd love to see another Vortex XL owner run him. I doubt we're going to see that. A lot of people say they're going to run, but they don't really run. If that run ever happens, I'll be the first to watch. And I get it, it's hard to cope losing, dude. Especially because y'all didn't talk to Joel. Y'all didn't see the constant excuses he made. Dude, he was making bullshit excuses how his throttle body failed when he was on E30 mix, and that's why he was losing. He was making excuses a long time ago that I only uploaded the runs where he didn't start. So that's why I uploaded that like 30, 40 fucking minute video discrediting that. The dude is fucking... Dude, when he was on 93, he was trying to jump races to make it close. And right now, his last excuse was that I got in his lane and that's why he let off during one of the runs. But we're going to debunk all that right now. We're going to debunk all these camera angle tricks that we think are the reason why things went the way they went. Everything is going to be discredited. Matter of fact, you can lie all you want, man. And there'll be some people who purely who dislike me, who are just going to believe you blindly. And that's fine, dude. You don't have to like me. But be objective about things, man. Be very objective. Like, if you just hate blindly, dude, you're a hater. That's the saddest level of a dude you can be. There's a lot of people who dislike Joel, and there's a lot of people who may dislike me. And y'all don't even know us, dude. And I don't even know who you are. I don't even know you exist. The other fucking day, dude, Sean and his buddies came to my house to check out the GTI. And they were trash talking fucking Joel. And now he's all buddies with Joel. Like, what? Man, if you're a dude and you talk shit about other people behind their back, man, that's the lowest shit you can get to. That's why I don't really play with that shit. Talking shit behind others behind their back. Man, y'all gotta grow the fuck up. Especially you, Slowel. You're 55 now, lad. Man, you only got a few more good years left. Grow the fuck up. It's okay to lose races, man. I'm still saying you're probably the fastest GTI in Houston. That's my opinion. Until that gets discredited, I'll stick to it. Is there a faster GTI in the world? Of course there is. Slowel isn't, in my opinion, isn't that impressive, dude. If I take a Honda Civic and I put fueling and a massive turbocharger on it and increase the boost to dangerous levels, dude, I could be fast as fuck. Anyone could be fast as fuck too. That isn't impressive, dude. That doesn't impress me, bro. I hate to say it, I'm not very impressed by any of the results. We consulted the experts. The results were supposed to go down the way they went down. If anything, I'm even more proud about how things went down. I have another video of beating Slowel. And as far as my career with him, it's over. There's no reason to rerun him. I want other people. I want Sean. I want Juan. I want all these guys from out of town who fucking never drive up here. Let's get some races with them. My career is officially done with Slowel. I beat him. I beat him easily. It's over. Let's get down to checking out the videos and debunking the bullshit theories.
So we just saw him run against a C7 Stingray that was full bolt-ons E85 and barely beat him. Yet everybody's freaking the fuck out when a cammed C7 wins. Really? Did y'all not see the full bolt-on E85 stay ahead and then barely lose by less than a car? What did y'all think would happen the minute the C7 had a cam to compete against the Garrett-based turbocharger that the XL is? Well, let's analyze the runs. Everybody was claiming that the fish angle this, the fish angle that. Let's examine them together, shall we? First, we're going to analyze his runs, and then we're going to cover over my supposed editing of the 360 camera. So first things first, we're going to focus on his runs, then the 360. Let's get to it. So it took roughly 8 seconds to be a whole car ahead, and the run was a total of 20 seconds. I consistently pulled those 20 seconds, and so it was obviously, not this close ass race. Just like ChatGPT predicted at the beginning, it was going to be close. Come fourth gear, it's over. Now, unlike the last race, it only took me 5 seconds to put a car between me and him. Again, it is manual transmission. The shift points on me have been changed from 6500 to 7200, so I hadn't been shifting at redline perfectly the first run. But by the second run, I was warmed up and ready to get some perfect shifts in, which I did get a perfect shift in, which reduced the time it took me to be ahead by 3 seconds. Quite impressive. And 3 seconds I was already a car ahead. By the end of that race, I was approximately 3 cars ahead. But that was his perspective. It's time to analyze it from my perspective. Let's see if I really did edit the footage or not, boys. Alright, we're recording straight from the camera. No editing software. Straight from the fucking camera. Alright, straight from the camera. Remember, this is the run that it took me 8 seconds to put a car ahead, just like ChatGPT predicted, and obviously I did not shift appropriately. That's why in the next run, it takes me only 5 seconds to put a gap on him. So 8 seconds, boys. Let's count. He's gonna wave it down, and it just started, okay? It just started, boys. So we're officially in our 8-second journey, just like ChatGPT predicted, up top. Let's see it, let's see it, let's see it. Alright, we're approximately 8 seconds in. Let's pause it right here. Let's pause it right here. Alright, everyone's saying I'm zooming out type shit. Let's zoom in maximum we can. Pay attention, boys. Pay attention. That's the maximum the software will let me zoom in. Alright, boys. How far does that look? Comment down below. That looks to me about a car and a half. And obviously, not too long. The run was barely 8 seconds in. And, look what happens. He hits the brakes. He hits the brakes, boys. He hits the brakes. Mind you, there is no traffic up ahead. He hit the brakes because he was getting pulled hard. Look, no traffic. No traffic. Let's move on to the next video. So this run, believe it or not, he never posted. This run lasted less than 8 seconds. A total of less than 8 seconds. There was a massive curve up ahead, and therefore I hit the brakes. But again, we get to see the initial 60 to 100 battle. So let's see it. He's going to wave it down. The 60 to 100 battle, boys. We're approximately, I'll put a timer right next to it so you can see. We hit the brakes right from the get-go. There was a massive turn ahead. But it's still a car ahead victory. And this is the last run. This is the picture-perfect run where I get perfect shifts. We go from being stuck together at the beginning for 8 seconds to only 5 seconds. Perfect shifts this run. Let's see it, boys. He's going to wave it down. And we begun. The turbo surge kept up with me. Perfect shifts. Notice the gap. It's getting late on him. It's getting late on him. I have my hazards on. I have my hazards on. And let's zoom in. Everybody's saying I zoom out. Let's zoom max distance in. Max distance in. The software won't allow me much more. What do you call that, boys? What do you call that fucking distance? That is 3 fucking cars. The biggest skepticism might say 2.5, but that is far, far, far ahead. Was there any traffic? Was there any reason for him to hit the brakes? No, there was not. There was no fucking traffic, boys. That to me is bullshit, buddy. You got fucking gapped. Straight from the camera, boys. Straight from the source. Can't be edited. That was straight from the camera footage. Then he has the audacity to say that the reason I beat him by 3 cars is because I got in his lane. Did any of these videos that I post show that I got in his lane or that there was traffic up ahead? This dude is an absolute fucking liar. He is the sorest motherfucker I've ever ran across. I beat him consistently. Not a single one of these fucking runs, bro, did we go past 12 fucking seconds of wide open throttle. Just take that information in, register it. He either would hit the brakes at the fucking 8 or 9 second mark when it's getting juicy, when he's falling away, when he's getting fucking gapped, or there was traffic. In this case, not even traffic. There was a fucking massive turn ahead, and I had to hit the brakes. I'm not risking this jackass hitting me. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was a clear gap I laid on him. We changed the angles. We had it your way. If you're a Volkswagen loyalist and you can't see reason, that's fine. But I presented logic and facts that cannot be disputed. I've had many lies said. I've been told that I run Nitrous. I've been told that I have aftermarket heads, which both can be easily spotted. I've been fucking told that it's just minor weight reduction on Joel's part. I've been told a lot of fucking lies. A lot of motherfucking lies have been said on this fucking fine afternoon. But the facts prevailed. The facts are Slowel has dumped and financed all this money in his car, and he still comes up short against a yellow Corvette. A 55-year-old man with no career, with a criminal history, with no future, with no assets, with no net worth, came up short against a young, handsome, and successful guy. And it's easy to hate, it's easy to talk shit, but the facts are the facts. While he's driving his $13,000 piece of shit home, I'm pulling up in the Supra car with his girl. Alright, in all seriousness though, no hate towards Joel. Dude, I can't imagine what you feel, buddy. Man, since I met you, you've been one cocky son of a bitch, dude. Since I met you, you were fucking talking about, oh, the minute I get MPI E85, it's over. The minute I get MPI, all these cars are gonna lose. I'm gonna be the fastest fucking car in the West. Well, I hate to break it up to you, buddy. You're just not that fast. You're just not that fast. Get faster, buddy. As far as my car, man, I'm gonna be picking up from the tuner hopefully next week. My car's alternator failed during the last run against Slowel, and I limped it home with just the battery. The battery was the only thing operating the car. I replaced the battery hoping it was the battery, but of course it was the alternator. So my car needs a new alternator. It's at the shop, and we'll slap on a new alternator, and hopefully everything will be a-okay. As far as my career with Slowel, it's over. There's nothing else he can do. And versus me, there's a fuck ton I can do. I could add heads, I could add a high ram, I could add E85. Like, there's a lot of shit I can do. Dude, my car, as the way it's sitting, dude, it might as well be a base 293 cam car. There's far, far more to be done. But when I pick it up from the tuner, we're gonna have him talk on camera, hopefully. And he'll tell you all about LT1s. He's an LT1 expert. All these LS experts can be educated by my tuner. They'll educate you how mid 500s to high 500s is extremely easy to get with just a cam and supporting mods. You add heads, aftermarket fucking heads. That's 20-30 horsepower gain, dude. You add E85, that's like 20-30 horsepower gain. And you had a ported high ram manifold, dude, that's like 20 horsepower to be gained. The way I see it, my car is going to be at the 650 wheel horsepower real soon. And, you know, and Slowel, what else can you do? Build the motor? That's reliability. You're not going to be able to push that much more. There's not much more else you can do, Slowel. That's it. That's it, buddy. Your game is done. My game's barely starting. I'm on base 93. Your game is done, son. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I get disliking people and shit, but let's stay objective. I presented facts. I debunked Slowel's constant lies. He can't stand losing. So what I challenge y'all to do is run Slowel. Run him. If you beat Slowel, I can't fucking wait for you to see what I've been having to deal with. I can't wait for y'all motherfuckers to beat Slowel and see what it's like beating this 55-year-old fucking crybaby. I can't wait for that, dude. I can't wait. And again, not to keep fucking talking shit about Slowel, even though he has no problem talking shit about me, but this dude does not know how to lose. He can't cope with it, dude. He's accomplished nothing with his life that the fast GTI is the only thing to make him feel good. Y'all have to understand that, dude. As far as the Corvette to me is a fucking play toy, dude. It's one of 4 cars I have. It means fucking... It really isn't my race car, dude. It doesn't impress me that much. It doesn't shock me driving it, dude. It's not my fast car. It's not my fast vehicle, dude. And with that being said, I can't help but to be impressed by a naturally aspirated V8 doing what it's doing. Dude, a couple years ago, you would never fucking see that, dude. Back in the 2005 days, that shit would never be a thing, dude. And this is why the LS expert maybe has limiting beliefs, because no LS3 is running that kind of fucking horsepower from just a cam. There's no way, dude. Maybe a Z06, maybe an LS7. An LS7 could probably do that. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I've debunked everything I've been able to debunk. If you still at the end of the day want to believe what you want to believe out of pure hate, I just want you to remember what haters are. Haters are your biggest fucking fans, dude. They know everything about you. You know nothing about them. You're a fanboy if you hate someone, and they don't even know who the fuck you are. That's just crazy, dude. That's just crazy. Hating on another grown man because he made you feel insecure and uncomfortable. You saw a confident stud, and he made you feel uncomfortable. You saw a Corvette beat the shit out of a max effort GTI, and now suddenly cognitive dissonance is kicking in. You can't cope with the fact that that happened. You have to look for excuses and outside factors on why that happened. Hey, I can't cure your insanity, man. I can't cure how sad y'all motherfuckers are, man. But to celebrate another one's victory or to celebrate someone's defeat, that's also pathetic shit. How about instead of sitting on your high horse and talking shit about others, you run the cars? How about you post videos of running similar setups? Let's see that. Let's cut the... You could talk shit about Joel all you want, but at least that motherfucker races. And that's the only thing I respect about that kid. That kid actually races. When's the last time y'all have raced? Let's be honest. And if you aren't even in our power band, if you're not even as fast as us, and you're talking shit, that is literally pathetic, man. That's pathetic. Slowel can be all kinds of shit, but in my opinion, he's probably the fastest GTI in Houston. Probably. I'll be pleasantly surprised to see another GTI beat him, so we can see how he reacts to that loss. As a matter of fact, I can't wait for one of you fucks to beat him, so you can see what I've been dealing with. It's very easy to portray the big, mighty V8 as the bad guy. Wait till you see how this dork reacts to losing. Wait till you fucking see it, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been your host with the most, signing out.